Hello? Can you hear me now?
What's up?
Alright, I got it working.
Wow. How'd that happen?
Well, I didn't get it working.
I figured you didn't.
Of course.
If I was gonna put some money on it.
Yeah, it wasn't me, but it's working.
It's working.
I didn't say how I got it working.
It's working.
I just said I got it working.
You got your IT department to chime in and...
The IT department did it.
Yeah. It's you know what, I was gonna say it's 420, but it's 420 every day where you're at.
Oh yeah, happy 420.
Yeah, it's the 420 show.
There's gonna be the 420 Fest downtown.
I'll bet.
Last year I saw Little John and Little Wayne at the same place. It was a little festival.
Mm-hmm.
And guess what? We were all small too. Ha!
Are you small?
We were small. It rained. Like they do a countdown at 420 and everyone puffs at the same time.
Yeah.
So, right in front of this, is that the City Hall downtown or the Capitol? What is that? The Capitol building was just like a cloud of smoke. What a better place to have it than in front of there. Can you hear me?
Yeah, we'll have nothing like that going on where I'm at.
Well, right as the 420 was counting down, like 10, 9, there was still a line of people in front trying to get in the place. They just bum rushed the fence, toppled it, and ran in there. It was crazy.
Wow.
So we actually got to be in there when
it was like the Who concert back in the 70s.
Mm-hmm. Except no one got hurt because we were all kind of high. So it was like, hey, man, break the fence.
You guys all floated in.
Yeah, break the fence.
Yeah. I got nothing going on here.
I might shoot down there. Depends on how my day goes.
Mm-hmm.
If it goes anything like yesterday, fuck. Here's the saying of the day. I don't know if I even want to go there.
Wow.
It's one of those.
Not a good one. I may have to edit it out. Is that what you're saying?
I don't know. It just seems like whenever you help a friend, they take advantage of you, and then they act like you're the asshole.
Yeah.
Every time.
Yeah.
In fact, one time I was building a room addition I was actually moving a wall over there, trying to make the office smaller so they had more retail space. Makes sense. And so I give her a number like 750. I remember this like it was yesterday. It's crazy. And the owner of the place is also a contractor. I actually end up doing work for him later. He says, I want to see what this guy's going to do before I let him, break into my building, So I told him, I'm just going to cut the wall at the top and bottom, take down there was paneling, take down the 2 corner pieces on both sides of the wall, and I'm going to free it up and slide the whole wall over. He's like, because it was all Romex, so I could disconnect electric up above the wall. It was a drop ceiling. It was real easy to do. I mean, compared to any other project like that. He's like, I want to see this done. I actually did it. Then the guy wanted to hire me. But he says to me, he goes, tell me something. How come you're doing this for so cheap? And I says, well, it's a friend of mine. He goes, oh, fuck. I charge my friends twice as much. He goes, and they never call me. Because anytime I ever do anything for them, they fuck me.
Yeah.
And he goes, and now we're still friends. So don't do nothing for your friends, or they fuck you, and then you end up not being friends no more. So basically, don't mix business and pleasure. Don't eat out of the pot you piss in. However many ways it's been said over the years.
Yeah, I could see that. I had a good subject ready.
What is it?
I don't even know how to describe the subject, so you kind of tell me how to describe it. Do you ever notice, like, when people want to be unique or different, they always conform to a certain group? It's like you want to be unkept and be a radical in society, then all of a sudden you're wearing black all the time, you're letting your hair grow, you don't shave, you're dirty. They all look the same, you know, you drive a Harley. It's like you think you're being, like, antisocial, but then you conform to a certain group and you all look and act the same. So you're not being unique. I mean, to be unique, you'd have to shave, like, one of your eyebrows off, shave off half your hair.
Get a testicle removed.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? You're not being unique just because you dress up like a Harley biker. That ain't, like, antisocial. You're just joining another group. That's all.
Which is actually turning into a faded group.
It's like you're conforming to that group. You're not...
That group's fading out. I think it's the...
I saw one the other day and it made me think about this. He was turning out, 'cause down here you got a lot of weird people down here where I'm at. Dude, it's like where all the weird people end up. It's crazy.
Florida's the waiting room for heaven.
Yeah, it's, or if you're just like, if you can't get along where you're at, you move here.
Really?
I think so.
Fuck, I should have moved there then a long time ago. That seems to be my forte.
Yeah. You wouldn't believe it, dude. It's so weird here.
Really? Yeah. I thought it was cool there. You were there before. Did it change?
No, I think it was the same. I think I changed. That's what happened.
You were busier then with kids running around.
Yeah, now I got more time to look around and shit and observe. Right. It's so nice here today, though. It's like 78 and sunny. No humidity.
You're the guy you made fun of when you lived there before.
Yeah. I got like the sandals and the black socks.
Fanny pack.
The checkered shorts.
Did you see that little scuba tank thing I sent you? You pump it up with a pump?
Yeah.
That's pretty sweet, dude. I would have to have that down there. I don't know how much it is.
Well, the problem is you can't dive down, you know, because you just float back up.
Well, you're going to have to get a weight belt then.
Yeah, you need a weight belt if you're going to use something like that. And then how do you swim back up without, you know?
Same way you do when you're scuba diving.
You wear an air vest. That's how you float back up when you scuba dive. You ever scuba dove?
Oh, you can't just swim back up?
No, that weight belt's holding you down, keeps you from swimming up. It's hard.
Well, then I guess you need a vest, too.
You need the vest.
It's starting to be a bigger project than we thought.
I told you, it ain't what you think it is, man. Just 'cause that ad they showed you, that ain't fucking what it's all about. It's hard to do that. It's hard to dive and stay down there. That's what I have a problem with. I kind of float and I put my weight above myself, like I put my legs.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, there's got to be a way. You'll master it. The first thing I would do is get that shark-resistant bracelet. It puts out some kind of ultrasonic sound that freaks them out. Or some magnetic field around you. I would get that. Oh, we already talked about this.
Dude, I'm getting bit by something. Fuck. You get bit by the smallest little ants here, dude. They're like microscopic, but they bite like a fucking bee sting. It's like, you can't even see them.
There's no bugs here at all, just spiders.
Dude, you wouldn't believe the bugs here.
As long as you're not an arachnophobic, you'll be cool here.
Yeah, I believe that.
There's no mosquitoes, no flies, no bees, nothing. Nothing. Ever.
Did you read that article where they busted the 60 doctors and stuff for giving opioids out for like sex and stuff?
I brushed into that, but I figured that was old news. It's been going on for a long time.
It's the biggest bust ever. It's like,
yeah, but that's been going on. Imagine how that shit was going on in the 70s.
Millions and millions of prescriptions of this shit.
Right.
They're fucking... I tell you, man, I think probably 1 in 4 doctors is probably a scam artist.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah, I don't care what anybody says.
Well, just the billing process is a scam.
Everything about
right
it.
There.
I mean,
just think about that.
Yeah.
If you ever look at the doctor,
right?
When I had my second kid, we brought a whole kit of stuff with us, and they're like, "What?" We're like, "We got the little suction thing, we got the ball, we got the saline solution, we got." So this was $7, and here's the bill. Last time, $14,000.
Listen.
800 for an aspirin.
You know what pisses me off?
Aspirin.
You know what pisses me off about that story the most? Is doctors are getting laid enough already. It's like, dude, you gotta fucking. It's like they're having a hard time getting laid.
Yeah, there must be some homely ass doctors. They gotta give us.
It's like it seems like doctors have no problem like picking up women. All you gotta say is I'm a doctor and fucking got fucking 20 women following you around. Doesn't seem like you need to throw the opioids in there. That's the only thing that makes me angry about the story.
Oh shit, that is funny shit.
It's true though, right?
That's exactly the truth.
Yeah, I mean,
they should hook up their friends with the opioids that aren't getting laid.
Yeah, don't even make sense. Oh, you're a doctor? I mean, they even put it on their license plate. I'm a doctor.
Yeah, right.
It's like. Fucking chicks are following them to the next fucking stop, the next bar they're following them. That's my future husband.
And then they're gonna end up on one of those conspiracy murder shows.
Yeah.
Because doctors are the most interesting murderers.
They are. They always end up on Dateline.
They don't just want to give you a regular gang shooting. They want to draw out a story where there's multiple girlfriends and it's a love triangle. Let's call it that. They always say a love triangle.
It's more like a love octagon.
Yeah.
I got 7 broads going.
A love octagon.
Forget the triangle. That ain't interesting anymore. Gotta love Pentagon.
But when I always watch those shows too, it's like the dude kills his wife or whatever. I can't remember exactly. Something like that.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, you look at her, you're like, man, you killed your wife over her?
Yeah.
What the heck? She must have been really nice.
What's funny is when, like, she supposedly dies of an accident, and then he's a doctor. It's like, he does a piss poor job of trying to save her, too. It's like, they're like, didn't you try CPR? I mean, you're a doctor. You could have fucking given her a fucking tracheotomy. It's like, oh, I forgot all that shit at the last moment.
I forgot I could have gave her surgery right there, but
I could have saved her life because I was a doctor.
I could have saved her from those bullet wounds.
Yeah.
But I was too busy thinking about something else.
I was too busy cleaning up the fingerprints off the weapon.
They're pretty smart too when they show the scene. It's not like some sloppy crime scene. There's all kinds of stuff that's been combed over.
They wore like shoes that were bigger than their size and shit.
One guy actually took soles of a different shoe and moved them to the bottom of his shoes.
Exactly.
He went so far as to, and they found those shoes. It's like, and then he doesn't get rid of them? It's like, duh. Where did he fall short? Like somewhere. There's a point maybe where you just lose it. But you were really thinking good in the beginning, but then you blew it with the shoes. Not only did they find the shoes, and the shoes just looked even worse.
Yeah.
Now, like if they just found them and they were your shoe prints, whatever. But then they find you got shoes with other soles glued on the bottom. You'd have been better off just wearing your shoes.
Just wearing big shoes.
Yeah, or your own shoes even at that point. Or
what would be even better is wear smaller shoes because that's harder to do.
Exactly.
You know, 2 sizes too small.
3 sizes. You glue those to the bottom.
Right. No way he could have smaller feet.
I call that the O.J. Simpson, Johnny Cochran theory.
Yeah.
If the glove don't fit, you must quit.
If the shoes don't fit,
you must quit. I wonder if they trademarked that saying.
Yeah.
Right now. We should make T-shirts. If the glove don't fit, wear
that's all you got to put. You don't even have to put. All you have to put is if the gloves don't fit. That's all you need. People know what you're talking about.
If the gloves don't fit, this was brought to you by Magnum condoms.
No, by Derringer condoms for the regular guy.
Oh, also the Derringer for the regular guy who doesn't quite have as much.
Who doesn't need as much. The Derringer.
That's going to come out.
Yeah, wouldn't that be funny? That comes out as a product. I'll take 2 packs of Derringers.
I'll take 2 Derringers and 1 Magnum to go over the 2 Derringers.
1 Magnum to pick up the chick, and 2 Derringers to actually do it with her.
1 Magnum to fall out of my pocket when I'm taking my money out on the floor, and the rest. It comes in a 3-pack.
Yeah, it comes with 1 Magnum and 2 Derringers.
It's kind of like the water bra.
Yeah.
It's the same thing.
Right. He fucking
he
drowned it because her water bra broke.
She picked him up with that water bra. There's that should be like a sign at Hooters. No water bras. When you're going for your interview, they give you a little thing. You're not wearing a water bra, are you? You might as well just go.
Yeah. I write notes down for what I'm going to talk about, and then I don't put enough description. I'm like, oh, I remember that. And then here's one I wrote. It was spam. It's spam tacos.
Yeah.
It's like, what was I thinking about there?
That is a good.
Oh, spam. That's it. It's the food spam. Yeah, like if you got all the taco ingredients, you could just and you happen to have a can of spam.
Right.
It's like spam tacos. I mean, I could actually eat a spam taco right now.
It's kind of like a lunch meat taco. I eat those all the time.
Yeah.
I'll put some ham and cheese in the tortilla.
Spam
just
tacos.
Go with it. Ham and American cheese.
Yeah, I don't understand.
My friend taught me that when I was. Guess what nationality he was? Hey, anyway.
He was Polish.
Yeah, he was Polish.
Here's another thing I wrote down. They got a new thing. It's like a typeface for dyslexia.
What?
Yeah, it's a special typeface where they make the C's a little different, the T's, the L's, and when you have dyslexia, it lets you read normally.
I don't get that.
That's pretty cool, huh?
I should check it out. Maybe
Yeah.
I could read better. This whole time I've been reading the wrong words.
The wrong typeface is all it is. So if you got dyslexia, look up typeface for dyslexia, and then when you just convert to that, you can read everything fine. It's a legitimate thing.
Well, I could read fine now, but I wonder if I would read it better.
Yeah.
All of a sudden, I'm a speed reader. It's like, that deaf, dumb, and blind kid sure plays a mean pinball.
Nobody ever listens to The Who anymore. It's like I never even hear it on the radio. Even on classic rock stations.
He stands like a statue, becomes part of the machine. Reading all the bumpers, always plays it clean. Plays by intuition. That show was messed up too.
Like you call and you request the Who song and they hang up on you.
You're like, I tell these younger crowds, you ever see the movie Tommy? They're like, no. Well, let me explain what it was about. And you're like, by the time you're done, they're like, man, that's pretty fucked up shit.
You made
right
that
there.
up. They're saying.
No.
You made that up.
I swear.
That's a real movie.
I swear. They killed the dad. He got caught cheating. Became deaf, dumb, and blind, and a hippie. I don't know how those three all things went together.
Yeah. How do you know he was a hippie?
Because the acid.
Is that it?
They were getting him all fucked up too, and that movie was fucking weird, dude.
Yeah. Shit like that wouldn't even fly now.
They should redo it like they redid the.
You'd probably get prison time if you released a movie like that now.
They should redo it like they did the Charlie and the Chocolate Factory again.
Redo it with Johnny Depp.
Yeah, we'll have Johnny Depp be Tommy.
Yeah.
And
that seems legit.
Who could be? Let's think of all the characters. We'll have what the heck's his name?
We'll have Katy Perry be the mother.
I can't think of the guy's name. I would have be the. He was in Wedding Crashers. What the heck's that guy's name?
Oh yeah, I know who you're talking about.
He could be the other dad.
Yeah, he's from Chicago, I think. He's funny.
He would be the one, the stepdad.
Yeah, I like him.
And who could we have be the black gypsy woman? The acid queen, remember? She put him in that coffin with the syringes. You don't remember that part?
Yeah, I remember it.
That part of the movie right there alone would get you locked up.
I can't remember that actor's name, dude. That's weird, right?
Which one? One we were just talking about?
Yeah.
I know, he's famous, but you really don't talk about him much.
Right.
Who's the dude in the Wedding Crasher? The bigger dude. He was in that movie with Jennifer Aniston too, where they were,
where they're breaking up. He's in that movie Breakup too, I think.
What the hell's his name? Damn.
I
can't believe we can't.
Oh, it's Vince Vaughn.
Yeah, right. Vince Vaughn. You don't hear his name much, but you see him all the time.
That chick in that movie Wedding Crashers, you know what I'm talking about? It's Isla Fisher or something.
Yeah.
She looks like that one actress, like they're almost like twins. I always get them confused.
Yeah, I don't know which one you're talking about.
She's a redheaded chick, real small, hot chick.
Oh, yeah.
She looks just like another actress. I mean, they're almost like twins, dude.
Wow, that's funny.
Yeah.
Because that was a pretty funny movie, actually.
She's married to that dude like Sacha Baron Cohen. How do you ever hook up with that? Dude. That was just good luck, I guess.
Are you looking this up, or you know this?
No, I know this, dude. I know everything.
How did you find that out? What, you watched, like, Entertainment Tonight or some shit?
No, I just thought, man, that's weird that he hooked up with that.
Who is he, actually?
He's like, you know who I'm talking about, right?
No. I know the chick now, but not the dude.
Well, when I tell you who he is, you ain't gonna believe that, let me look him up real quick. Baron Cohen. He was in that real stupid movie that was like, he's a comedian, but like, where it was Borat, you know?
I think so.
Yeah.
That's him?
Yeah, that's him.
Oh my god.
He's a fucking weird dude.
No shit. That was like when Tom Green hooked up with, what's her name?
Right.
Didn't he hook up with Drew
chick
Barrymore?
From E.T., yeah, for Drew Barrymore.
Yeah, that was like, you almost wonder if that was just a contract.
Yeah.
Just for a stunt.
Kind of like when Rock Hudson married Elizabeth Taylor, even though he was gay.
or Mel Tillis and what's her name? Julia Roberts. Was that Mel Tillis?
Or Michael
Mel.
Jackson and
It wasn't Mel Tillis, was
Elvis's
it?
daughter.
Who did Julia Roberts marry? That one dude.
Remember Michael Jackson married Elvis's daughter? It's like, what?
Right.
How do you marry Michael Jackson? That's weird.
It's all a contract. She was never really famous, and she needed to get in the limelight.
Yeah, that boosted her up a bit.
Mm-hmm. Until that whole scandal thing.
Yeah. Oh, Lyle Lovett. That's who it
Lyle
was.
Lovett.
Right.
I said Mel Tillis.
Lyle Lovett's weird, man.
Lyle Lovett.
Yeah. That made no sense to me at all. It's like, that had to be fake.
They probably go to like this Hollywood party and they spin this wheel. It's like a joke, but it's part of being in the club.
Yeah. It's like spin the bottle.
Mm-hmm. And they're like, dude, no way, Julia Roberts landed on
Lyle Lovett.
On Lyle Lovett.
Everybody laughs.
You hear him in the background go, yee-hoo!
Yeah. It's like, damn, dude, pretty woman. Pretty fucking woman.
We should look up how long these marriages lasted.
Yeah. That couldn't have lasted too long.
I think the record is Tom Green and they were married like 2 months or something. 2 weeks.
Probably.
They were probably drunk in Vegas. Only we're seeing it on TV now.
What was that chick who married Brad Pitt? Who's famous? They got divorced recently. Can't remember her name.
And they had all the kids?
Yeah, I can remember Sacha Baron Cohen's name, but I can't remember her name. Isn't that funny?
Who's Brad Pitt's wife? We can't think of her name. You know, chick with all the adopted kids. I can't believe you can't think of her name.
I can't think of her name, and I can think it's Sacha Baron Cohen's name, or Isla Fisher.
You were overwhelmed with them. Angelina Jolie.
That's it, Angelina Jolie.
How can we not think of that one? I know.
That's fucking weird, man.
Yeah, it is.
Oh, she married Billy Bob Thornton. Remember that?
Mm-hmm.
That was weird.
He's kind of a cool dude, though.
Yeah, he is cool. That ain't as weird as some of the other ones.
You wouldn't expect it, but he's more of a cool.
Yeah. He's pretty old, though. He's 62.
Who, Billy Bob?
Yeah.
Yep.
That ain't young.
It goes fast at the end. You look at all these actors that were, like, in the movies when we were kids, and they're dying right now.
Yeah. Or they're dead.
Or they're dead. Like Burt Reynolds.
But Betty White, man, she keeps hanging on.
Right? I wonder what she does. She says it's from banging.
Is that it?
That's what she says. Look it up. But she is a comedian.
Huh. Would you bang her?
I'd have to.
I mean, now?
Of course, it'd be a great conversation at the next party you go to.
Yeah. Wow, put that on your list of people you banged. I banged Betty White.
Do they look at you and you're like, yeah, just recently, you say.
What'd be funny is if she, like, wore you out.
She came with it.
Betty White wore me out.
Right? So imagine her back in the day.
Yeah.
Back in her heyday.
When it was actually hay back then. It was fucking real hay. It wasn't even...
She was,
Dude, Betty White.
Well, I've always remembered her as being an old lady, but
You show up at the red carpet, it's like her arm candy and shit. Like, dude, who's the young guy with Betty White?
you're winking at the camera every time they take your picture.
Yeah.
You know it.
You know what I got going on.
You're like, man, I can't remember any actors and actresses' names right now.
I'm terrible at that.
I just blocked them out. They haven't been in the media enough for me to appreciate them. I know Joey Buttafuoco.
Hey, that's Joseph Buttafuoco to you.
Hey, I don't use Buttafuoco anymore. You know, that name got a little tarnished.
Yeah. Nobody's naming their kid Joey anymore.
If I had a kid right now, I would name him.
It's kind of like naming your
Joey
kid
Buttafuoco.
Adolf. I named my kid Adolf.
Somebody must have.
At one time.
Still.
You think?
Yeah, maybe some white supremacist group.
Named this kid Adolf.
Name him, well, if your last name was Manson.
It must be cool, like, when you destroy an entire name for, like, every generation.
Exactly.
Past you. You did a lot in your life. It's like...
Yeah, if your name's Manson, you can't name your kid Charlie.
Yeah.
It's like he lost that name. It's every other name but Charlie.
Right. Oh, it was funny. I had a customer come in recently. And
Or Maryland.
I don't want to say his name because I don't want to get any issues going on. But he had a name that was of some... He had the same name as some dude who assassinated somebody, and I was like, what?
John Wilkes Booth?
Yeah. My name is John Booth.
Yeah, we should write a book of names you can't cross.
Names you can't mix up. You can't use. First of all, anybody can't be named Adolf. It don't matter what your last name is.
That's a first name that can't even be used.
Right.
Holy shit.
He killed the first name for everybody.
He killed the first name. What's another first name that can't be used?
Trying to think. That's pretty much the only one I could think of. Jeez, I was going to say Mohammed, but it's the most common name.
I can't think of another first name that's not usable.
Me neither. That's
Wow.
the only one.
Well, wait. I got one now. There's a new one.
Huh.
Donald.
Yeah, Donald. There you go.
Donald's ruined.
Now Donald got ruined. Wow, that's funny.
Somehow it got ruined, dude. Don't blame me. Don't blame me. Everyone wants to blame me for the truth.
Right.
It's like, dude, I'm just telling you the truth, man. I don't give a fuck about the rest part of it.
Yeah.
Donald is gone. We should look it up, how quick that name... Well, you know, maybe not, because there still are those Jews harp spoon-playing people that are voting for him. They might have named... That's my little Donald. He's got orange hair.
That's him out there in the red cab. He,
Throwing rocks at squirrels.
Oh, God. Grabbing women by the crotch.
See, I know that's an old art. I don't know why they're blaming him for that one. That ain't even the first one.
Yeah.
If you were gonna blame
that kind of lost favor, you know, that skill. It's like, dude, you could have that skill and not even able to use it nowadays.
Right, without catching 4 cases.
Yeah. You're not allowed within a fucking 1,000 feet from a school.
I don't believe it. I still do believe you know when you can do that and you know when you can't.
Yeah.
And if you can't determine the difference, then don't be even doing that.
Yeah. I think, can you ask?
You mind if I grope you?
What if it's one of those yes and no things.
They're like, what's the first thing you thought of when you met me? I thought about groping you.
Yeah. Can you sign this piece of paper before I grope you?
And then, I realized you had a great personality.
Yeah. I still want to grope you.
But the groping thing goes without saying. Don't feel bad. I don't want to grope everybody.
Right. It seems like if you don't want to grope someone, it's not, why even bother pursuing it?
Yeah. If you don't want to grope them when you meet them, then it's not. That's not the person for you.
Right. The girl walks up to a guy and says that. She's like, "Do you want to grope me?" Yeah. How'd you know? I could just see it in your face. I could see it in your eyes.
She takes out a tissue and wipes the drool on your chin.
Yeah. It seems like you want to grope me. Is that okay?
Sure it is.
That clears up any confusion right up front.
They should have like a groping section in the bar.
Yeah.
If you walk over there, you want to get groped.
Groping section. There should be a sign.
Yeah. There's like a tape, like a pink line on the floor.
Yeah, like a little line, like a little section in the corner.
If you go over that line, you could get groped, so be careful.
Yeah, this is a warning.
There's like a bouncer there, in case the groping gets a little too...
Right.
And he tells this guy, "Where you going?" He goes, "In the groping section." "Yeah? Well, let me give you a little bit of advice.
Let me pat you down first."
No, he's like, "Haven't you seen that guy over there eyeballing you? I'd be careful in the groping section."
Yeah, you could get groped by a dude. You got to be careful there.
It's kind of like the mosh pit. You never know what's going to happen when you get in there.
Right. It's like enter at your own risk.
Mm-hmm.
That's what the sign should say. Groping section, enter at your own risk.
You should actually have to sign a waiver.
I don't think I've ever seen a groping section, dude. I think we just invented something.
Dude, we invent everything.
Dude, if someone comes up with that now, dude, I'm going to be mad. Got the groping section. Could you please seat me in the groping section? Instead of the smoking.
Yeah. I want to be in the groping section. You get an under the table, over the pants handy.
Damn. Hey, there's certain people who go for that, so there's a way to avoid any confusion.
Right. That area has all glass tables, so you can see who's groping you.
Yeah.
Because you wouldn't want to be like sitting at a family gathering and you're wondering who's giving you a toesy, a footy. You look over, it's like your wife's grandma.
There's like some grandmas in the groping section.
She's got her big old...
Betty White's over there. Dude, that's how I hooked up with Betty White.
I met her in the groping section at Chisholm's.
God.
Chisholm's Bar and Grill.
I never liked that. That's another name that needs to disappear. Put that in the book. I fucking had it with that name.
Oh, yeah, I know why you have.
No, I just don't in general like it.
You're going to have to blurt this one out. I forgot. That section has to be... Just the name, bleep it.
Just blurt the name out.
Can you dub a new name in?
I don't think I can dub things in. Oh, yeah, I can dub things in. I could do it. Just... Sambo. That name's gone.
You'll call it... How about call it Foot Action Bar and Grill? Sambo's gone.
Sambo's gone.
Unless you're actually black. You can't be a white Sambo. That's like, not allowed to do that shit.
Little white Sambo.
Little white Sambo. With his crimson soles and crimson linings.
Wow. I gotta do something constructive. Tomorrow's Easter, dude.
Is it?
Dude, it don't even seem like Easter anymore. Like, when I was a kid, it was like a big deal. Like,
we don't celebrate that here. We celebrate 420 Fest.
There's no Easter anymore.
I hid my weed.
You hid?
I can't.
Why?
It's because it's 420 and Easter at the same time.
Yeah.
So I hid little buds all over the place, and I'm gonna go find them. You know what the best part about Alzheimer's disease is? You could hide your own Easter eggs.
I think every day is like a new day, man, when you got Alzheimer's disease. It's like, everything's fresh.
Right?
It's like your old lady is like a brand new chick.
You're like, wow, I got a big dick.
You're like, wow, I just picked up a new chick and it's your wife. It's like,
you're telling her all the same stories over and over.
Right, trying to pick her up and shit.
Yeah, you're using your all fakeness, pick-up bullshit.
Yeah.
It's like, man, are you fake?
Yeah,
you're
I'm
like,
trying to pick
what?
this. I'm gonna pick this bitch up.
That's my
goal. Fucking.
You say what? Like Vinnie Barbarino?
You're trying to pick up your wife. I know I had Alzheimer's disease. I was trying to pick up my wife.
What would be worse is if, like, you're like, who the fuck are you?
Yeah. Get the fuck out of here, bitch.
Get the fuck out of here, yeah.
You call 911 on her.
Yeah, you're like, you're telling her some shit like, I never met a bitch like you that I can't stand as much as you. You start telling her shit like,
yeah. Fucking kick her out of the house and shit. Every day would be something new. It'd be different. Be like, she'd be wondering what's gonna happen today.
You're like, what the fuck are you doing here? I'm your wife. Oh, hell no. You're like, you're using all the words. Oh, hell no.
How do you remember how to talk and shit? Like, you remember words and all that. It's like, how do you forget all the other bullshit?
I think it's a blessing.
It's just confusing to me that you forget certain things and not others.
Do Alzheimer's patients have to pay their bill?
Yeah, you forget to pay your bill.
Hey, what do you mean I got a bill? The next day they're calling you. Stop calling me. I never went to the doctor.
Yeah, it's like, how does the Alzheimer's doctor get paid? Like, fucking, the doctor, nobody ever remembers to fucking pay him. It's like fucked up.
That's why there aren't any of them, and they're getting more and more.
Or even better, they keep billing you for the same fucking visit. You forgot you paid it. They fucking they bill you like 20 times for each visit.
That's probably what the reality of it.
Yeah. Fucking.
Where are you at? The beach?
No, I'm back on the patio by the pool, getting ready to swim.
Oh, hell no.
The pool is like super warm and the air is nice and cool right now. It's like getting into like fucking like a sauna.
Oh my god, dude.
I'm gonna fucking do that today.
I got a few irons to burn out here and I might fucking reface my... I was thinking about going to Cali.
Wow.
For a little while.
I gotta call you. I'll get you another time.
Why, you gotta get out?
Yeah, I gotta go.
Eat an apple.
You too, man. Eat an apple today. Eat a $20 apple.